know, my detractors will never admit it. The haters, but admit it. You miss me, boo. I'm back, puddings. Back with more, well, not so nice things to say. You know, well, sometimes I have nice things to say, but it all depends. Well, you know, it's time to go back to work, so to speak. And well, work is very treacherous nowadays. You know, you need to sign so many different waivers, forms, you know, for health and safety. You know, you wouldn't want to get injured at the workplace. Take, for instance, something that happened just yesterday. This was newsworthy. It got reported, so I'm just re-reporting it. Apparently, there was a grocery store, a retail chain store in Georgia, small little rural area. And well, there was a gentleman that walked into the store and got into an altercation with the cashier. And well, wouldn't you know, it was about wearing masks. Because well, people still don't want to wear masks. Even though we're in the middle of a global pandemic where people are dying. But, you know, masks, well, it's taking away your liberty and freedom to wear a mask. So anyway, he walked out of the store without purchasing anything. Hot and upset, so to speak. And well, he walked back into the store with a gun and shot the cashier point blank, killing her. And so, well, there you have it in a nutshell. That's America. Violent, angry, and what do you know? He was, well, more violence towards women. You know, the shooter, he was in his 30s. I think exactly 30 years old. You know, it's becoming such a large problem nowadays in America. Gun violence, where people just, well, start shooting people. You know, it's a real shame that, well, people have to behave such a atrocious way. But, well, it's not to be unexpected. After all, this is America. It was built on violence, you know, built on very cruel savagery in nature, genocide, slavery, and, well, all the other things that came along with those atrocities and crimes. And, you know, it's carried on. It's carried on its lineage very well. You know, recently I was listening to some clown that said that America has progressed. We've progressed. We've come a long way. That's what she was saying. Yeah, we've progressively gotten worse. That's my assessment. You know, a lot of people are sick, very ill in the United States. And well, the illness just seems to be getting worse. And well, it doesn't seem like there's any cure for it. They tell you maybe there's a vaccine, and maybe the vaccine is effective, or maybe it's not. Who knows? But any way you look at it, people, well, they're not too reticent to get the vaccine because, well, there's a lot of hesitancy around that whole thing. And people, well, there's a lot of debate as to whether COVID was like man-made or a natural thing from an animal to a human. You know, like all the rest of the coronaviruses have been. You know, regardless of what you think about those whole things, it's a shame. You can't even get into an altercation anymore or an argument about masks, either to wear them or not to wear them, without some lunatic walking back into the store and wanting to shoot you. You know, this is why I don't come out. Because you got lunatics, you got Nazis, white supremacists, crazy cuckoo for Cocoa Puff lunatics to do kind of shit like that. You know, my condolences to the retail worker who lost her life, just doing her job, just trying to practice safety. And then you wonder why there's now hiring signs everywhere. Nobody wants to go back into work in an unsafe work environment. And so long as you have kooks like that are roaming around, and there's millions of them in America, well, you're going to keep hearing stories like this, sadly enough. You know, nobody ever wants to say it, but there's a lot of angry white men. And while these angry white men, they do various things like this. How many mass shootings have we seen of late since the COVID restrictions were lifted? Domestic violence homicides were up through the roof. We're going to talk about that soon too. You know, it's bad news gummy bears in America. And well, it couldn't have happened to a nicer people. I'm telling you, America was just humming along. Everybody was just beautiful and getting along with each other. And like everybody was singing Kumbaya long before the COVID thing. And then COVID hit and everybody just went crazy. Well, that's what they want to tell you. But we all know that's not the truth. America was fucked up long before coronavirus 19. And well, COVID-19 only exacerbated the problem that already exists. And it made it far worse. But well, the problem was already there. You know, Americans have always been sick and ill. They're just very ill now. I think that was what the Chinese government said. America is a very ill nation. And well, the Purple People's Owl, we would definitely agree with that sentiment. 1000%. Very ill. And well, you know, Americans don't like taking medication. So I think they're going to stay ill for a while.